Wardo, please Wardo, you're in the way. Hello everyone. Hi, welcome to my channel. So if you know me at all, you know I am into plants. You can see them a little bit all around. Love them. There's so many beneficial reasons why I think everyone should have plants in their homes. They help with your immune system. They're good raising the vibration in a room. Certain plants can have for your well-being, your mental health. There's loads of information out there. Just go and look. But this is not what that video is about today. Today, this video is about me walking through and showing all of my plants to my followers. I recently asked on my IG, my Instagram account, if they wanted to see all of my plants. I have recently gotten into holistic medicine, so I'm learning all about plants and how to take care of them, how to grow them from scratch. Very interesting, very fun, but also kind of frustrating at certain points. This video is gonna be about me just showing you all my plants, telling you a bit of a backstory on certain ones, struggles I've had with certain plants, and what I've learned, and hopefully you just enjoy the greenery. Yeah. All right, so first I'm gonna go ahead and take this off because we're gonna get into our, oh my God, my dog just knocked over all of my water. Okay, first I'm gonna go ahead and take this off because we do not need this right now. All right, and then I love these gloves. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on. I like to use these for my gardening just because I feel professional. All right, so first I'm gonna go ahead and add a two-step process. So, oh, I'm dripping water. We're gonna add a little bit of the plant food, and then we're gonna go in with the water just to make sure all of the plant food gets in down to the soil, to the roots where they need it the most. All right, so big plants, it says 2 pumps, small plants, 1 pump. So this is my plant, my bamboo plant. This is one of the first plants I have ever gotten. Let's go ahead and put some stuff in there for her. Bambi is a little bit dehydrated. You can tell a little bit from her curled leaves. So we're gonna go ahead and give her some water. Don't mind that, that's my dog's bed. And yes, each of my plants do have a name. I'll tell the names for each of you, but this is Bambi. She's gotten quite tall. When I first got her, she was about right here. So she's doing great. Love you, Bambi. All right, we're gonna move on to Neverplant. Neverplant, it looks bigger, but I believe I'll just go ahead and do, I guess I'll go ahead and do 2 pumps. Why not? And then we'll give them some water. And yes, if you didn't catch that, this one is Neverplant. She was actually a gift, so I don't really understand what's going on with the leaves. I gotta look into that. Like I said, I am a novice plant gardener, whatever you want to call it. Plant parent. Let's just go with that. Right, and let's just move on up here. I'll do 1 pump for this plant. Oh my God, almost knocked her over. And then we'll go ahead and do a little bit of water. And the aesthetics. And then a bit about Pokechan. This is Pokechan 0.2 because she was actually a plant I had before that passed. I had no idea why. It looks like she's actually getting eaten up, which is unfortunate. So maybe we might even use some of the insecticide on her. She was a plant that passed away, so I got another one. That's why she's so much smaller. The other one was really big. It was about the size of Neverplant. I was so sad to see her go, but here we are, 2.0. This plant is sporting my By Pride. Love to see it, love to see it. As you can see, it's a ficus. Some of them still have these little cards. I just haven't taken them out because why? Sometimes it's good to know what kind of plant you have. But this one's called Melody, and Melody has grown quite a bit. But she looks so cool. I love the way her, I don't know, just a stump, is that what you call it? It's just so unique. I gotta get in there and take some of the fallen leaves out. So let me go ahead and start doing that. And as a creature of habit, we'll go ahead and talk about this plant, which this plant actually doesn't have a name quite yet. She was wrapped around all around my bookshelf to the end here. And then one day it just passed away. So I'm so grateful to see new growth coming in. This one is very fresh. As you can see, it's very fresh. But then we have some new leaves coming in right here. This was a propagated plant, so I did some cuttings of the plant that was passing away before, and then I propagated those two plants and it grew this one. Let me do a full view. This is my plants all on the bookshelf. Be careful because I'm up here now. I moved my toothbrush, if you guys saw that. I'm a germaphobe and I live with my other family, and I just cannot have my toothbrush around where other people might be. It's just a germaphobe thing. This plant is one of my favorite plants. I believe they're called, I forget, are they called spider leg? It's beautiful. Some of the ends got a little brown. I think it was because I either overwatered or I underwatered. It also has a similar stump like Melody did. I just love the way it looks, the way it is. It's a beautiful plant. I like to keep it next to my accomplishments, not to toot my own horn, but I have my bachelor's degree right here. And that's my little cap. How could I forget? I almost forgot to tell you the name of this plant. This plant is called Brittany. I don't know why or what it is about this plant, but when I see it, I'm like, it's Brittany, bitch. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to where I keep my plants near Zach's cage. This is the other part of my room. I will not do a room review right now. This is not what that video is for, but if you want that, again, leave that in the comments and I'll do a room tour. LGBTQ plus representation. So love that. Then we have the love is love here. She's a snake plant, if you know anything about this. I don't know why I bought the small plant food. I'm gonna need more of this. I think I wanted to test it out because I didn't know if this was a good one to use, but now that I've tried it, I feel like it really does spruce up my plants and gives them the nutrients that they do need. I just haven't used it on all of my plants just yet, so we're gonna try through this video, trial and error. We're gonna see what happens. I don't really like Cersei. Please, TK, please. Please stop. Why are you near my shoe? And what is this cup doing here? TK. All right, ignore TK's rude interruption. This plant is Cersei. I don't know why she named it that, but she did, and that's just that. These two do not have a name because they are my propagated plants from other plant that I will soon show you. This one you've already seen. This was the plant I was telling you about from the bookshelf that used to be wrapped around my bookshelf. This is just yet again another cutting I took, and I have planted it. Well, not planted it, but I have placed it in water, and until it is big and strong, I will not be putting it in. Oh, I will not be putting it in a pot until then. Yet again, this was a propagated plant. It really needs some watering. So this one is called Goldilocks. I'm gonna go ahead and give them some plant food. Water. So that gets all in there. All right, my dog just decided to join me and put that on my leg. Thanks. Thank you for that. And then we're gonna do Moonlight. I'm just gonna give it a little splurt because it's a very small plant. Doesn't even need a full. So let's go ahead and give that some wawa. I believe this plant's called Jade. I don't actually know if it's a jade plant, but I'm gonna go ahead and give this plant some plant food. Cardi, please. Ignore my dog. They are all in my business all the time. Oh, and my mom recently got, you might see these around. My mom recently got some of these for me. They're so cute. I'm a sucker for you. I love them. And then this one has one too. This plant is one of my longest standing plants. One of my longest standing cactus, actually. Its name is Billy. Let's give Billy some plant food. Pretty fly for a cacti. And then this plant is called Spiky. I don't think it needs any reason as to why. It's plant food there. Now we're gonna get to one of my favorite hanging plants called Poe. This one's called Poe. Yes, it's named after Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, look at the little baby coming in. That's cute. All right, so now we're gonna go around the Lovers tarot card tapestry. There used to be a plant up here, but my hanging plant recently discovered it had spider mites as well, so I had to immediately take it away from the other plants because we don't want an infestation going on. So let's go ahead and give some water. This one's called Richness. They used to have beautiful flowers, but again, they always die. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. God damn it. What do you want from me? Hopefully the plant food helps. And then let's water Velvet. Velvet is its name because if you fill these leaves It just feels so velvety, not velvety, but it just gives me the feel of velvet. It's beautiful. Then we have Wonderland. Let's go ahead and give her a little spruce. Wonderland was one of my first plants as well. She's had some struggles, as you can see. It broke apart right here, but she's still kicking on. That says all you need to know. This plant has one of those names where it's just ridiculous because it's not a sunflower, but it's called sunflower. And I just find it really funny because it puzzles my family members. This is my plant Penelope. She's actually a peace lily, but she hasn't grown flowers in like freaking forever. So she's one of the struggles I've had as well, but I love her because she's been growing so well aside from the flowers. I've been trying to help her with some water. I've been leaving her to self-water because I know these plants need a lot of water for some plant food. And as you can see, there's a plant going along and all the way over here. This is one of the plants I have actually propagated. This little plant up here is the baby of this plant. This one was big enough to get, or well, the stems were long enough to get repotted. Aside from the one on the windowsill that you may recognize belongs to this plant or came from this plant. They are three and the same. So let's go ahead and give both these plants some plant food. Okay. These plants' names are Swiss cheese and baby monster. I believe that I think it's called Monstra or Monster. I don't exactly know how to pronounce it, but it looks like monster to me, so I named it baby monster. And then let's go into Reggie. I got this plant on Earth Day. I don't know why I named it Reggie. I just thought it was silly. All right, so that's all the plants in my room. I'm gonna go ahead and go outside to my sunroom where I keep all my herbs that I'm growing and the plants that I need to heal from insects like spider mites. So now we're in the sunroom. I'm gonna put my gloves back on. Here's some of my plants. These are my tomato plants. So it's grown pretty well. So this one, I have it all written on. This one's oregano. And look, it has little growth spurts coming around. It's coming around. This one is chives. If you see right there, there's one deep in there. I don't know if you could see it on camera. So for these ones, I forgot which one's which, but this one could either be peppermint or lavender. I was gonna wait until I see if they grow to actually label them because I got them all mixed up when I was planting. So this one, nothing quite yet. We have hope. Could be lavender or peppermint, but nothing quite yet. Now I have some tea. I was told that tea can be used as a fertilizer. So this is just some chai tea. All I have is a tea bag sitting in there. It's been sitting in there for a bit over like about an hour or so. This will act as the plant food, just so it could be safe. I'm cautious about using actual plant food on these since we will be ingesting them just to be safe. So over here we have neem oil and the plant food as you saw before. I'm going to use these on this plant. Now this is my Chinese money plant, but I don't know what it is about these plants. Each time I get one, it develops spider mites, and every time it dies. Every single time I've gotten at least people have gifted me them, I have bought some myself. Each time, no matter how clean they are to start with, they develop spider mites. So I'm hoping that this neem oil will help get rid of this. It's as you can see, it says 3-in-1 product. It's supposed to be able to get rid of the fungi, the insects, all that bad jazz that will hurt and infect our plant. Now this plant is another plant that I recently discovered had some webbing around it, which made me a bit concerned because this container also had spider mites, and I had succulents in this before. All of them passed away. So I am going to get to the bottom of it this time, and I do not want these plants to die because this plant is actually growing quite well on its own since I moved it into this pot. And it's one of the cutest little pots, so I don't want this to constantly be infested with spider mites. So we're going to try to fix that today. So first we're going to go ahead and add some plant food to bowl. And then we'll go ahead and add water. I don't know how much to add, so I'll go ahead and add just a bit. This one really needs it the most. This is what it does to the plants. It's terrible. They eat these spider mites. I hate them. I just want them to just all die. Hello. I have obviously got back into my regular clothes. Until next time, please like, subscribe. That really helps me out if you leave a comment. Share this video with all the plant lovers. Oh, my dogs. Never a dull moment here. May you all have a beautiful and lovely day. I hope each of you are blossoming and growing. Until next time, bye.